Hello everybody, and welcome to another video with me, Zerger. Are you guys doing alright? You are? Good. Now then, in today's video of course, I'll be showing you guys how to make this behind me, which is an automatic chicken breeder. Yes, because I am that lazy. In any case, let me show you guys how this works. Right, not quite what I was going for. Right, so, quite simple. I'll give you guys a run through as to how this works, and then I'll show you how to build this afterwards. So it's pretty simple. At the top here we have a normal setup. It is just a load of chickens on a hopper feeding into any inventory. I always use a crate or a barrel because chests can't open up if there is a block above it, so just using a crate there. And that feeds into a hopper again, which feeds into a dispenser. That dispenser is of course going to dispense everything into this tiny little block in front of it, making the eggs hatch, but also spitting out the rotten eggs that you'll get and the feathers, and those get caught up by another hopper and gets fed into this inventory here, which is just another crate. So at the moment we're getting the winter gifts, but you'll see you get the rotten eggs and all of the feathers. They all accumulate down here. Then the baby chickens run out here, they mature, and you can kill them as you please. In order to get the dispenser to fire all the time, we have a quick firing redstone signal here at the bottom, which is pretty simple. You just put an observer facing into another observer, and in order to get this to stop firing the whole time, because it's quite annoying, I've just rigged this with a sticky piston onto a lever. Okay, obviously the more chickens you add at the top there, the faster this will go before they get killed by mob cramming. I've forgotten what the number is. Is it 25 or 30 or whatever? But yeah, you'll see they'll stop dying here. But yeah, just chuck a load of chickens in there and this will go as quick as possible. And then to show you this in action, let's pull this lever here. And that's what we get. There you can see the redstone firing, causing the dispenser to fire. And this is all we do. It's quite fun. And you just leave this to run. As I said, it's gonna hatch out all of the chickens. And all of the feathers is gonna get spat out as well in here, and it's quite noisy, which is why I've put the off lever on there. So every now and then you can just switch this on and it's gonna hatch you a load of chickens, or just leave it running. If it's not near to your base and this noise isn't constantly in your ears, then yeah, why the hell not? And there we have a fresh batch of chickens. And voila, they'll mature. You can do with them whatever you want, obviously, once they are mature. Let me just switch this off. This ticking is driving me nuts. But what I was going to say is you can do with them whatever you want. Just have them mature here. Probably kill them for the XP and the drops and what have you. Or you could even rig this into a secondary system if you like. If you take this part away, so if you just enclose this once again, it's pretty much the same effect as up here. So if you don't want to kill them, you can enclose this area and, you know, just that block there basically. Leave them to pile up in there. They're still going to mature and give you drops and so on. And then the adults, because that's how mob cramming works. I'm hoping in this version of Minecraft it does. Anyway, how it's meant to work is mob cramming always kills adults first before the young'uns. So the adults will always get killed by mob cramming if you do seal this off. And then all the drops, the eggs and feathers and what have you, and probably chicken, will probably get dropped in there as well. So you could definitely do that. You could even wire this into a secondary one. So all of these chickens, like goes through another process like this. You can just, you know, have secondary output for this whole thing and loads of, I don't know how many chickens you want, but you can like do a double, triple there, just kind of tearing down here, you know. You got like 4 of these that go at the same time, depending on how many chickens you actually need, but that would just be madness. But it's something that I would do because I love madness. Yeah. So that's how it works. They just mature here, just fence them in, blah blah blah. Do with them what you like, and let's show you guys how to assemble this, shall we? Actually, I was just thinking, you could potentially build a couple of these. So an extra one there, an extra one there, an extra one here, and an extra one here. So you could potentially have 5 of these little breeding rooms connected with hoppers, all going into that one inventory and being dispensed there. If you really want to supercharge this, like have 5 little breeding rooms up here, I think that would look pretty sick, actually. Chickens! Okie doke. Let me show you guys how to build this thing. First thing we put down is our observer. This is just a very simple but very handy, quick firing redstone like repeating signal. Just put an observer into an observer, and there you see, which is pretty silly how it works. You see the observer is observing that observer is observing it, and that one is observing this one observing it, and they just keep on repeating the signal. It's pretty nice for a quick firing redstone signal. Anyhow, so let's put that. There's our signal. Now we need a dispenser. There we go. That gets triggered. That's gonna drive me nuts having this all the time. So we just put a sticky piston. Have I got one? I do not. So let's get ourselves a sticky piston. And put this little guy here. Okay, and just a block there. Just stop that. Cool, there we go. Just a, you know, sticky piston. Quick and easy with a little lever on, not too difficult. I mean, you guys can see that, right? And so then from here we put down the inventory. We need ourselves a little barrel of some sort. I like using barrels and crates because you can open them even though there's, you know, there's a solid block above them, because otherwise you'll be able to open it up if you use normal chests. So voila, and boink. Okay, that's that part done. That's kind of all the hard stuff done just about already. Now we just kind of close this off. We can't close that off because that one needs to be able to move over there. Okay, we enclose this like a saw. Voila, that is that part. So from here we need hopper pointing into this one, and then another inventory where the little chicken drops to go in, and then of course the actual chickens themselves will be going on top of this one. Yeah, like I said, if you want to do a couple of these, you can just have a string of hoppers going all the way here and all the way there, and you can have, I don't know how many chickens you can have, but anyway, like, this would just be going nuts. Like, it sounds like lag, obviously, massive mob lag, but yeah, you guys definitely do that if you want to, like, supercharge this thing and have it working like madness. There we go. So that is that part done. Pretty simple. Put all of our chickens on top of that. Let's get a little chicken spawn egg. No. Chicken. Give me chicken. There we go. Okay, so just talk a load of chickens in here. Obviously, this being RLCraft and you guys being in survival, just like grab them with, you know, both hands empty and just throw them in there or whatever, lead them in with seeds, that sort of thing. You guys will figure it out. And then from there, that is basically it done. Now, let me see, this should be operational. You probably need a fence or something here. You guys don't want the chickens running all over the show. And that is basically it done. I'm just going to do this because I like it connecting, fence connecting, there we go. And that should be it. That is operational. Just put a solid block there if you like as well. And that is it. Like I said, if you guys want secondary output, you can just close this off like that. And then all the chickens will get hatched in there, and then due to mob crabbing, all the adults will get killed and the drops will go in there as well. But if you want to let them mature out here and then kill them yourself, just go ahead and do this. That's that done. Let's chuck a couple of eggs in here, just as an example. And that is what will be happening on repeat. They do look ridiculous. And yeah, there you go. Automatic chicken breeder for you guys. Et voila. And that's that. Gonna end the video here. Let me do this. Bang, bang. This is my test facility. Anyway, not gonna go into all that. That's all that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have an awesome day. Happy RLCrafting. And this is Zerger saying, place more torches. Cheers, guys.